Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is a 30-minute Vinyasa class. We'll begin standing at the top of our mats in mountain pose. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Shoulders roll up and down your back, palms press forward. Crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling. And close your eyes. Take this moment to arrive here on your mat. Settle your body, settle your mind. Any thoughts or plans that you have running through your head, just put them on pause for the next 30 minutes and begin to focus on your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your belly, fill your lungs. Exhale, let that go. Deep inhale. This time, exhale through your nose, a long breath out. Keep this breath throughout your practice. This is your Ujjayi breath. It will lead you through the poses in our practice today. If you lose it, take a break, come back to it. Take child's pose when you need, take water when you need, and modify any poses that your body needs to modify. Take a deep inhale, arms reach up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more like that. Deep inhale. Reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, let that go. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms towards the front of the room. Round your back. Gaze comes to your knuckles or to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up, palms press towards the ceiling. Shoulders draw down your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to lean towards the right side. Feeling a stretch in your left side body. Back to center and take it over to the other side. Hips move towards the right wall. Inhale, back to standing. Arms come alongside your body. Interlace your hands behind your back this time. Press your knuckles down towards the mat. Chest and chin lift. Strong legs. Come back to stand. Arms come alongside you. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Hinge at your hips and fold forward all the way down to your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up, circle up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. Hands press into your shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands plant, step back to high plank. Take a moment here to set up your high plank. Heels press out to the back wall. Press down through all 5 fingers. Arms are fired up. Core is engaged. Belly button to spine. Inhale here. Exhale to lower your knees. Lower your hips, chest, all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Press into the tops of your feet. Peel your chest up off the mat. Hold here. Press into your pelvis. Knees are lifted up off the mat. Gaze is forward and down. Hands might come to hover. and release. Press up to tabletop, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here in downward dog. It might feel nice to pedal your feet, sway your hips from side to side. Next, inhale, come high on your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Hands to shins, halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, hands plant, step back to high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees, hips, chest, all the way down. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Chest peels up, hands hover. You might stay like this. Arms reach alongside you. Feet come to lift up off the mat. Keep breathing. Use the muscles in your lower back to lift you higher. One more breath in. On the exhale, hands come below your shoulders. Press up to tabletop. Toes tuck. Downward facing dog. Inhale to come high on your toes. Bend your knees. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands plant, step back to plank. Inhale here. On your exhale, from knees or from toes, lower down halfway. Elbows tight to your body. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here in down dog. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale to come high on your toes. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms reach up, circle up overhead. Exhale, hands come alongside you. Hands come to your hips. Come up onto your right toes. Open your right knee to the side. So putting the weight in your left foot. The sole of your right foot will come anywhere along the inside of that left leg for tree pose. So you can leave your toes planted on the ground. If you're not feeling balanced today, you can come to the inside of your shin or up on your thigh. Hands can come to heart center or reach up overhead. Gazing at one point to help with your balance. One more breath here. Hands come to your hips. Inhale your knee up. Exhale to send that foot back. Plant it at 45 degrees. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Warrior one. Hips are square towards the front wall. Lunge into that front knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands plant. Step back to high plank. Right hand moves towards the center of the mat. Pivot on those feet, stack your feet. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Hips lift. And breathe here in side plank. Left arm comes back down. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to come high on your toes. Bend your knees. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands land alongside you. Hands come to your hips. Weight comes into the right foot this time. Left knee opens up. Open your hip. The sole of your left foot comes anywhere on that right leg for tree pose. Hands can stay on your hips. They can come to heart center or reach up overhead. Staring at one spot. Hands come back to your hips. Knee comes forward on the inhale. Exhale, step that foot back. Plants at 45 degrees, lunge into your front knee. Hips are square towards the front, arms reach up, warrior one. Belly button draws in towards your spine. Chest lifts, gaze lifts. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Step back to plank. Left hand comes to the center of your mat. Pivot on your feet. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling for side plank. Lift your hips as high as you can. Right hand plants. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to come high on your toes. Bend your knees. Exhale, step forward. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. We'll stay in forward fold for a couple of breaths. It might feel nice to grab opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Really let your neck and your upper half go. Fingertips come on the mat in front of your toes. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Stay high on those toes. Use your core to lift your belly and your chest up off of that front thigh. Once you're stable in your legs, arms reach back alongside you, runner's lunge. Right hip presses forward, left hip presses back. Bend into that back knee. Inhale, arms reach forward and up for crescent lunge. On the exhale, open up, warrior two. Pivot on that back foot. Arms reach out in opposite directions. Lunge into your front knee. We're going to land here in warrior two for a couple of breaths. Tailbone lengthens down towards the mat. Flip that front palm, lift it up and back, exalted warrior. Breath in. On the exhale, windmill your hands down, frame that front foot. On the breath out, go from high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to come high on your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward. Breath in, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Fingertips land. This time we're stepping the left foot to the back of the mat, high on those back toes. Engage your core, lift your chest. Arms reach back alongside you. Palms press down towards the floor. A long line of energy from the crown of the head to your back heel. Soften into your left knee. Arms reach forward and up, crescent lunge. On the exhale, pivot open, warrior two. Shoulders draw down your back, gaze is over those front fingertips. 2 cycles of breath. Last one. Front palm flips. Lift it up and back, exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, windmill down. Step back to high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here in down dog. Inhale to fill your belly, fill your lungs, and exhale, let that go. Inhale to come high on your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, travel forward. Breath in, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot steps back. Drop your back knee. Hands come onto your left thigh. And just let your hips melt forward. Feel this stretch in the hip creases. Begin to move your hips back, straighten that front leg. Hands come down onto the mat and fold forward. You should feel a nice hamstring stretch along that left leg. Every exhale, soften down even more. Slowly walk your hands back up. Hands come to the inside of that left foot. Inch your right knee back a little bit. Untuck your toes. Let your left knee fall out to the side. Stay lifted for a couple of breaths. If it feels good in your body, you can lower down onto your forearms. You can press your left hand into your left knee and open up towards the left side wall. Your left hand can grab for your right leg behind you. Whatever feels good. And just breathe into the sensations in your hips. Come back on your hands. Step your left foot back, high plank. On your exhale, lower down, halfway chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come high on your toes. Bend your knees. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Left foot steps back this time. Let your knee land. Hands come onto your shin. Hips melt forward. Or onto your thigh. Toes can stay tucked or untucked. Start to move your hips back. Front leg straightens. Fingertips come down and fold forward over that right leg. Knee to nose. You can sit all the way down onto your heel if that feels better. One more breath here. Begin to walk yourself forward. Hands plant. Right foot steps back. On the exhale, lower down. Halfway chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to come high on your toes. Bend your knees. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands heart center. Let's find mountain pose for a few breaths. Shoulders rolled down your back, palms open, eyes are closed. Reconnect with that yoga breath here. One more cycle of breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh to let that go. Slowly blink your eyes open. Right knee comes up. Weight in your left foot. Hands on the hips. Use the muscles in your legs to open your right knee towards the side. Open your hips. Hands can stay on your hips. Right hand can come to your right knee. Left arm can reach out towards the right side. Gaze goes to your left hand or straight in front of you. Bring everything back to center. Inhale to lift your knee, hands to hips. Exhale, press the sole of your right foot towards the back wall, hinge forward, toppling tree. Right toes face the mat, hips are square to your mat. Hands can stay on your hips. They can come to heart center or reach out alongside you. Woo. And if you fall, just come back into it. Right foot lands beside your left. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands come to your hips. Lift your left knee, weight in your right foot. Open that knee towards the side, open your hip. Left hand comes onto your knee. Right arm reaches out. Gaze comes to one spot to help with your balance. Strong through that right foot. Bring everything back to center. Inhale, hands to hips, knee lifts. Exhale to press that left foot towards the back wall. Hinge forward into a T shape. Gaze is down, toes are pointed down. One more cycle of breath. Left foot lands beside your right. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hips sit low, arms reach high, chair pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thighs are engaged towards each other. Belly button in towards your spine. Start to put the weight into your toes. Come high on your toes, as high as you can. Lift your heels. And begin to sit your hips down, all the way down onto your heels until you sit on your sit bones. Legs are long in front of you. Bring your right sole of your foot in towards your left thigh. Left leg stays long. Inhale, arms reach up. Get long. Exhale, fold forward over that left leg. Let it be passive. Reach for your left foot. You can bend your left knee if that feels better. One more breath here. Inhale to slowly come up to seated. Left hand comes behind you, keeping a long spine. Right hand comes to your knee and twist towards the left side wall. On your inhale, think about lifting the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, twist deeper, looking over that left shoulder. Back to center and switch up your legs. So right leg long, left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Bend your knee if you need to. Grab for that foot. One more breath. Slowly move back to seated. Right hand comes behind you, left hand to right thigh. Inhale to lengthen your spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist open. Every inhale, create length. And on your exhale, see if you can twist deeper, looking over that right shoulder. Come back to center. Both feet press down into the mat. And slowly, using your core, fingertips towards the front wall, lower all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, onto your mat. Soles of the feet reach up towards the ceiling. Grab for the outer edge of your feet for happy baby. Roll along your spine, or extend one leg and then the other, whatever feels good. Soles of the feet come together. Pinky toe side of the feet rest down onto the mat. Arms go wide beside you, or left hand to heart, right hand to your belly. Begin to come back to your natural rhythm of breath. And when you're ready for a final resting pose, arms go long, legs go long. Take up space. Close your eyes. Feel heavy on your mat. Unclench your jaw. Relax your forehead. Just let the thoughts flow in and out of your mind and keep bringing it back to the stillness. And just be here for the next few moments in Shavasana. It was a pleasure guiding you through this 30-minute practice. Send yourself so much gratitude for showing up on your mat today. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you.